What's up, y'all? It's Marcellus Wiley, that dude. Let's talk about what y'all talking about, which is Joy Taylor on the Breakfast Club. And she's talking about her contract renewal. She's talking about the lawsuit. And she's talking about her podcast with Taylor Rooks. That is not with Taylor Rooks. So the Breakfast Club breaks this all down, and we're going to dive deep into this because I know you guys got a lot of questions. And I got some answers. Some birdies have been talking to me, so I will fill you guys in on all that and more. But before we do all that, we support the channel, and we support the community by going to projecttransition.org and just leaving your email. Be part of our global giving community. Be a volunteer. But if you want to do more, you can give a donation or become a gym member, a giver every month. Those gym members like Hussein Beatty receive amazing prizes like this book autographed from me, you know it, and more importantly, exclusive events and access to impact the community with these kids, life skills camps, all the camps that we have and resources and experiences. So you help support that. Get these kids out of the hood, out of their locale, out of their comfort zone. Okay, now let's dive into this because this is some interesting sound. Let's go. Talk through that. Yeah, they started that podcast last year, like March and off season of football, and then they were doing it, and then Taylor started to do a little less. It started to get a little more sporadic for her, even before Joy's lawsuit. So I think a lot of times people want to match those two together. It wasn't about the lawsuit fully, it doesn't look like, because she started to kind of miss here and there before that. But more importantly, since the lawsuit against Joy Taylor, FS1, obviously, if you're Taylor Rooks and all these opportunities coming your way, maybe having this expose podcast with Joy Taylor wasn't exactly what your agent signed up for. You know what I mean? So two things can be true, as my man Just Blaze always says. But I think that we shouldn't read too much into that. That podcast is a heavy lift if you're doing it in a major way and then doing it the real way. So I give you that. Okay, I hear you. She twisted that one and got it right, too. I love the logic of that. Like, if it's about pretty, damn, how pretty am I? Because I got to have some skills, to balance those two things out. It's kind of like I hear this conversation right now where everybody's having this GOAT debate and ring culture conversation. And it's like, it's just not even. It just doesn't make sense. People are going to pick their side. I'm LeBron, and then everything's going to lead and loan itself to LeBron convos. I'm Jordan, you know what I mean? So Jordan does not hear he's the GOAT in all conversations. Trust me, because Jordan even started the ring conversation way back when he was like, look, me and Bill Russell, I'm not competing against him because look at the rings. I don't want to count rings. So everyone puts that on LeBron, and Jordan started it. Point being, people going to pick their sides. Stop trying to move them. You know what I'm saying? Look at the margin. Okay, Birdie told me what that means is, and I've heard this, it's not done, obviously, and you saw the little, it's going around and going around. What's going around is still reading the tea leaves because of the lawsuit that they, let me not get ahead of myself. Okay, I just want you guys to peep game and notice, because I'm going to really talk through this. A lot of generalities and a lot of the only specifics is about her, the person, and how she felt, etc. Just peep game. Okay, now let's talk through this. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most, and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. She never felt compelled to litigate that. It can be read a lot of ways. One of the ways is there's no win in that for Joy Taylor to talk through that lawsuit, to say, I didn't do this, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. One, because they were working in court actively trying to settle this case. And I heard Birdie told me that they did settle the case. So that makes sense because when the birdie told me, I said, okay, I haven't heard any publications knowing that they have settled. But listening to Joy Taylor right now sounds like someone who's talking post NDA. Now, if you ever signed an NDA in any capacity, you understand what that means. You better not be talking about this stuff specifically, or else we're going to have to rip up what we agreed about, and you're going to pay a heavy fine, penalty, etc. So Joy is sounding like a person who has went through that process, and in terms of that lawsuit with FS1, her, Skip Bayless, and all that, etc., sounds like settled. Okay, that's good. Now, they talked about the contract, and the contract is also in actively, they're talking through it, but the real of it is why they haven't done it yet is because they're reading the tea leaves. Same birdie told me this, so let's see. So far, he's 1 for 1, it feels like. Let's see if he's 2 for 2. They're reading the tea leaves because more lawsuits may come. They're reading the tea leaves because more allegations may come. They're reading the tea leaves because who knows what Joy may do, and we've been trying to make sure you're on your best behavior, even though we know you got this podcast, even though we know you're saying a lot of stuff that sexual innuendos, etc. So there's a lot of conversation about it because also some of the allegations in that lawsuit were damning to those who are still in that building at Fox. Not going to try and dive too much into that, but there are people upstairs who was like, wait a minute, this said this could happen and this could happen. We still in this building. How do we protect ourselves from that? So in the business, the best way to protect yourself is just let a contract run out and say, hey, you know what? Things just didn't work out, or we see a different future than what you see, and we don't see you in it. So that's one way they could play it as well. Because typically when they come down to this level and this time frame, your contract's up this summer and we are already in this summer, that's not a good sign for the talent. Trust me, I've been there before. When my contracts went towards the end, they usually weren't the best contracts. My best contracts always happen way, way early, whether it's a San Diego contract from Buffalo, or whether it's a ESPN contract or a Fox contract. They all came early when they were gravy. When they weren't gravy, when they were just some dust and some mashed potatoes, then you're like, okay, I hear you. But they still could offer her, and they could still do anything. Probably give her a fair offer, which is what you're making right now, or a lowball offer to kind of press the issue. Do you really want to be here? Because maybe we don't fully want you here because it's a little contentious. Just what the birdie told me, I'm regurgitating to you guys. A lot of moving parts, obviously. Imagine the relationship changes between Joy Taylor and those in that building, because people get their brain stained, right? You know, everything from a Acho deleted tweet, you know, and then she walking through makeup like, Acho, why you do that? I'm like, what's the real, what's the fake of that? All the way up to, you know, Eric Shanks, who's involved in the lawsuit, name is mentioned in the lawsuit. He like, dog, why am I naming this lawsuit? And then I'm about to pay this person to stay here. That's all the kind of conversation, just real spit that's happening in that building. We'll see how it all goes down. You know me. I'm going to hear about it, but I ain't going to say nothing. I'll protect the guilty until it happens. And then I will break it down for you guys. Okay, so you know what we do on this show, boy. To show love to Joy and everybody and let them know I ain't got no beef with you. So when I see you in the streets, remember, shawty, you know me. We flow, boy. But before we do that, I make sure I always hook you guys up. First thing I do is say, hey, how's your money? Because, you know, life is a sandwich. No matter how you flip it, the bread comes first. So we got to get your bread up. We got to get your bread right. Go to my team at Monitor Debt Resolution. That's your financial wellness solution. So you can check my link and check the description for your financial wellness prescription. Ashley did it. And this year, she was struggling, going through it, financial crisis. Next year, she's debt-free. Single mom, debt-free, looking out for her itty bitty. So make sure you guys are the next Ashley and go to Team Monitor Debt Resolution. Credit card debt, medical debt, student loan debt, personal debt. My ex is tripping on me debt. Man, I ain't expect this debt. Whatever that debt is, go to my team and Monitor Debt Resolution. And make sure you guys always support projecttransition.org. Email, donation, gym membership. That's top dog. Giver every month. You get some love like my man Hussein Beatty right here, right now. Okay, so now, you know what we doing this show, boy. About the flow, boy. And, oh yeah, I read all the comments. I try. Actually, I don't read all the comments because it's too many. But I read a lot of comments. And a lot of y'all love the raps and a lot of y'all don't love the raps. Well, let me just tell you about the raps. They gonna happen. One is because I gotta have the levity. I gotta end on a positive note. To me, that's positive. I'm rapping, I'm battling, I'm clowning, I'm joking, whatever. But two, because I don't want these people thinking I'm mad at them. And I hope they don't think that. So the raps kind of make it lighter, right? I give them the medicine through the candy, as they say. And two, I don't care if you like my raps. I can't rap like that. What, you think I'm Jadakiss? What the hell? But I am top 5 hydrated, so don't get it twisted, boy. Let's go get that thing. Oh, that's too hard. Nah, I ain't doing that one. Hell no. Hell no. You got me twisted. Nope. This is the first time I said nope to a beat because I ain't in that zone. That beat takes a lot out of me. Ooh. Let's do this. This is a Joy beat. Tell me if I'm right. Yeah, that's a Joy beat. Joy Taylor, too busy. Unbothered. A little Taylor Rooks in there. A little FS1. Contract. Lawsuit. I'm still strong. My name is Joy, and I like to bring joy to all the sports media. You know who I am. Yeah, Joy Taylor in the chair. Charlamagne on deck, talking about her life with that pain on her neck. Nah, Taylor Rooks too busy for the pod. What the heck? Why y'all started then? Or just cashing them checks? Ooh, she said I ain't obligated to talk about my case. Moving silent through the storm with a smile on my face. Had some dark days, but I ain't lose no race. Is it true or not? Well, my tears, out of place. I got that press me energy queen with no stress. Lawsuit T, y'all kind of pressed. You know I wear a bulletproof vest, but y'all still wondering if I cop, no confess. Rooks says she busy, got no time to share, but why start a podcast if you ain't gonna care? Ooh, Joy out here laughing, tossing up her hair. Said my strength too strong for y'all to compare. Yeah, them shadows with her head held high. Ain't no blogger, no rumor gonna make me cry. Yeah, I keep moving it forward, never ask why. But behind them dark shades with the truth, I ain't gonna hide. So salute to me, Joy, queen, stay unbothered. I'm always strong, look at my armor. The streets wanna know, they nosy like they father. Was it a pain or protection that made my grind harder? Woo! My soul is on these tracks. I ain't going back. Come on, man. Who is the Mac? It's me. This is Marcellus Wiley with an urgent message for anyone struggling with over $10,000 in credit card debt. Here's what you need to do right now. Visit pt.monitordebt.com. They've helped thousands reduce what they owe by dealing directly with creditors, cutting balances by 30, 40, even 50%. This isn't a loan. This is a proven debt settlement program where you make affordable monthly deposits while they do the heavy lifting. Many clients become debt-free in 24 to 48 months. Don't wait another day drowning in interest. Call 866-204-0071 or visit pt.monitordebt.com. Your financial freedom is waiting. It's just one phone call away. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come. Oh, this is not hyperbole here. Because I think the birds. Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.